ask you something, and I really want you to sit with it for a minute or so, okay? Or at least for a few seconds. Have you ever had an argument with someone, maybe potentially a partner, a colleague, a sibling, and you've both walked away from the exact same conversation completely convinced that you were right, like extremely and fully convinced, not even a little bit of doubt creeping in there. And here's the thing, you probably were most likely both right. You know, it used to baffle me at one point in my life until I found NLP. There is a concept that we teach right at the very beginning of practitioner training. And it sounds almost too simple when you first hear it, pretty much, right? But I promise you, it is one of those ideas that once it lands, you cannot unhear it. It changes the way you see every single interaction you have pretty much for the rest of your life. It is this: the map is not the territory. What that means is that none of us are actually experiencing reality. We are experiencing our version of reality, our internal map of it. And that map was built from everything that has ever happened to us, you and I, our childhood, our culture, our language, our values that we inherited, the experiences that hurt us, the moments that shaped us, and all of it goes into building this incredibly detailed, incredible personal filter through which we see our world or the model of the world. So when two people stand in the same room, in the same conversation at that same moment, they are genuinely having two very different experiences because their maps are very different. Now, in NLP, we call these our filters, and there are 5 of them. But we delete information, we distort it, we generalize it. And that happens at a neurological level before you even consciously register what you've experienced beforehand. Think about it, or think about how many things you are not noticing right now just so you can focus on this particular video. Your brain is processing something like 11 million bits of information every single second of your life, and then you are consciously aware of roughly 40 of them. Okay, 40. Your unconscious is managing the rest and deciding for you what makes it through to your awareness based on your map, right? That means everything that you believe about yourself, about other people, about what is possible for you is being filtered. It is not objective truth. It is your truth. And the really confronting part of it all is most people do not know their map exists. They just think that they are seeing the world as it is. Or are they not seeing it as it is? Think about it. In the training room, this is always one of those moments where people go very quiet because you start to realize that some, of the things you have believed about yourself, myself, or your whole life, the story that you are not smart enough or not lovable enough or that, things never work out for you, that is not the truth. That is a map. That is a filter built from old data. And if it was built, it can be rebuilt. Think about it. It is literally what we do in NLP. We work with the structure of an experience, not just the content of it, right? The content is pretty much just the facade of what was built underneath. The colors, the understanding, the explanation. And then that creates a distinction in everything once that lands. If you want to go deeper than this, and if you want to actually learn how to work with these particular filters within yourself and maybe even in other people around you, family members, it is exactly what we always cover in NLP. There is a FastTrack Practitioner Certification training that I teach, and there are many schools of practice that do it as well. The link is below. If you're interested, I want you to come and have a look. The next intake is not, so far, it genuinely changes the way you see everything, right? I'd love to see you there. I'd love to expand your awareness. I know once it lands and you realize the map is not the territory, something changes. Life never is the same again. It is uncomfortable. And from my understanding, through the years of practice as a practitioner, as a therapist, as a psychotherapist, a hypnotherapist, and as a teacher, Once that lands, nothing stays the same. I'd love to see you in the next one that I'll be teaching. If you're happy to come along, please do. If not, subscribe to this channel and you'll always get updates on what's happening, what's going on, how to shift your mind, how NLP works. And I hope it lands in a way that helps expand your awareness and understand yourself at a deeper level.